The Internet 4.0 with Christoph de Spiegeler, Threefold Grid.
Hello everyone, yes. All still okay in the afternoon? Good, my name is Christoph. I'm going to talk about an internet we're trying to create. It's a big word, right? So we have something which is called Be the Internet. And what is that about? So today, what do we know about the internet? Right? We talk a lot about blockchain. It's a very fundamental thing, this internet. But the internet is a little bit broken today. Well, a little bit much. Do you know that the internet today has been produced out of these massive big data centers? These are huge big places. They can cost up to like $1 billion, and that's where all your data is today. And this gives a lot of issues today. I'm sure that some of you in this room, you have seen The Great Hack or The Social Dilemma, right? And there you can see, I don't know about you, but if I saw it, I was scared. It was like, wow, there is so much going on we don't know. We put our data with these big giants, and that data is being manipulated. And this is serious because it leads to a lot of issues in our digital life, and this is not something we can have. So we need to have an alternative to this. Now, I didn't talk about myself, but I was lucky. When I came out of the university, I was one of the first guys trying to build the internet. Well, actually, we were. And the internet, when we were starting, was a super nice place. It was free. It was almost like a hippie movement where people were connecting cables. It was growing like crazy, and it gave us this feeling of hope. Can we all together create something which is owned by all of us? But today, unfortunately, that's not the case. The internet is not owned by us. It's owned by very few companies in the world, and in a way, we became a product. Now, we have a vision. They used to call this the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. So by 2030, as a group, as a movement, we would like to give more than 1 billion people in the world green, fast, and affordable internet. That sounds like, of course, a very big thing to do. But we believe it's very feasible, and we are on the way doing so. But not only we want to make the internet again available to everyone, but we also want to do that for a very low amount per month, actually less than $1 a month. Now, what is it that we're trying to do? First of all, this internet needs to have three properties. It needs to be private. Our data needs to be ours. A lot of people talk about that, especially in the blockchain world, where they say, yeah, we put it on a blockchain, we encrypt it. But is that really private if we put it on a blockchain? We believe no. There are better ways how to do this. The other thing is equality. More than 3 billion people today don't have decent internet. If you live in a township in South Africa, maybe your monthly salary is $50, but your internet will be half. So obviously that doesn't work, right? So we need another structure how the internet is being done. And third, but not least, the internet needs to be sustainable. Today, the internet is using large amounts of electricity and seeing everything going around. This is not what we want. I'm going to skip the details, but basically what we are creating is the following. What we are is like just what solar panels did for power plants, we are doing for the internet. So instead of having these massive big data centers, right, we're inviting a lot of people, and we hope a lot of people in this room as well, after this talk, they think about us and they will go to this movement, because this is us, all of us. This is not just a company. Together we can build this internet by just taking any computer, you download a piece of software from the internet, you put it on this node, and now this computer becomes a part of this new internet, providing capacity to the people around us. Just like the solar panel did. If you have a solar panel on your roof, you're giving electricity for the people around you, right? It's the exact same model we did. Now, this is not just an idea. We have more than 18,000 CPU cores, whatever that means, and a lot of storage capacity active today. Yes, we're still a big secret. We didn't talk much about this yet, because we have been working for many, many years to make this reality. And thanks to our community, to our miners, we call them farmers, we got far and we have this internet there to be used. But actually, we have an announcement to make here today for you guys. And what is that announcement about? So the internet we're building, right, we talked about sustainability, but actually we're giving it even a bigger name. We want to build a planet-positive internet. What does that mean? It means many things actually, but it's an internet which is done by all of us. So of course, we need to save on energy, right? The second thing is we need to use renewable energy. And then, and look at that one, we're offsetting the energy we use 3 times, not once. So it's not like a carbon neutral internet. So the internet we're together building will offset 3 times more carbon credits than we're actually using. So basically, it will have a positive impact on our CO2 in the world. But the most crazy thing is on the next slide. We're working together with today 2.5 million students, but that will grow to much more. And this is a kind of very nice system. So there is a company called TAG, it's our partner, and they are doing climate change actions over the world, where students plant trees or they do other actions around saving energy, right? Now these students are producing the carbon credits, which we have inside our system. So basically, in the system, this cloud, if you want, this new internet we're building, the capacity we need for our digital life, the energy we still consume will be offset by students doing actions in the world. That already happens today, by the way, but we're going to connect it. Okay? And what will that do? It will allow these students to get free access to internet. So basically, students everywhere in the world work for climate changing actions. Planting a tree, collecting, I don't know, plastic or something, make sure it doesn't get burned. And that's all measured using technology we have. That goes to carbon credits. These carbon credits are then part of our product, so anyone buying capacity to the internet, like cloud, instead of going to an Amazon or you go to a Google, you can basically buy capacity from the internet, the cloud we are building. And then that way we're giving free internet to the students who created the carbon credits in the first place. Does that make sense? Who kind of got this picture? Okay, lucky, I see some hands going up, so good. We have very nice partners who like what we do. Of course, I'm not going to go into the details, and they're putting lots of applications on top of us. So I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to go too much in detail here, but I also promised just to say like 2 words about its built in a little bit separate way, okay? So just this one slide to round off on. If we build this new internet, okay, today, this internet 1.0 and 2.0, which is pretty much what we use today. You go to a server somewhere, you go to Facebook, you go to whatever, and it's client server. You go to a server and you have many people, all of us, and we exist hundreds of times on the internet because for every application you use, you exist, okay? And then you have blockchain coming, which is definitely a very good step in the right direction, but it's still a client server model. And the kind of thought I would like to give to you, and of course I don't have the chance to go into too much detail, is that isn't there a way, a sort of Internet 4 kind of model, where we become the center of our digital life? Where we are not part of a sort of big system, but we basically are our own server and we own our own data? Well, this is exactly what we are working for to make happen with all of you together. So, if you like the idea, visit us on threefolds.io, become a farmer, buy a box, maybe buy some tokens, and get us to grow this internet to a massive scale so we can bring the internet everywhere in the world, not using energy or carbon, offsetting it, of course, make it very secure, and give everyone their data ownership back. Thank you very much.